Another day back at the ballpark. Glad to have you with us here in Paradise, Chase Field, downtown Phoenix, Arizona, where tonight the sun shined brightly on the Arizona Diamondbacks. All the action here on Fox Sports Arizona. It's Game 3 of a 4-game set. The Washington Nationals going head-to-head with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Hello there, folks, and welcome back to the ballpark. You know him. He is Mark Grace. My name is Darren Sutton. We trust, as it's midweek to this point, you've had a very good one. Let's talk Stephen Drew right out of the gates. Because
good subject.
There are two sides to Stephen Drew. There's the offense, certainly, and this year the offense with regard to slugging percentage and extra base hits, it is down, no doubt about it. There's the defense, which in my mind is taken for granted with regard to shortstop. Stephen Drew, speak on either one, please.
Well, I think first and foremost, Major League shortstops, good quality Major League shortstops, are hard to find. They really are. And Stephen Drew has proven that he is certainly a quality Major League shortstop. He is improving defensively, and I think it comes at the expense, Darren, of maybe his offense. He's become a guy now that seems to make all the plays defensively, but he has regressed a little bit the last couple or 3 years offensively.
He's in the middle of a 10-game hitting streak. Extra base hits, 08, 76, 09, 53 this year. 33, obviously, as we play here in August. He spoiled us a couple of years ago with some slug. He has always spoiled us with his glove. Do you think he has taken big strides forward defensively the last couple of years?
I don't think there's any question. Yes, he has certainly made great strides and leaps defensively. He's a guy now that his throws seem to be always right on the mark. It was a little erratic a couple of years ago. The glove wasn't nearly as dependable a couple of years ago as it is now. The range is always there. He's a great athlete out there. Now I'd like to see him get back to those offensive numbers that he really spoiled us, as you said, Darren Sutton, a couple of years ago, because when this guy's right, he is a special shortstop.
All right, on the mound is certainly a lot to talk about tonight. Ian Kennedy. Ian struggled. He said he did not have his curveball in New York. He's got to have his curveball.
Well, he needs all three of his pitches, his fastball, his changeup, and his curveball. And IPK, as you like to call him, is a guy that really, I think, has opened some eyes as a Diamondback this year, a guy that really nobody knew about coming into the season, especially in spring training, a guy that didn't throw any innings last year because of an aneurysm in his arm. I think he's been a pleasant surprise. I'm excited to see how he finishes the season, Darren.
Let's take a look on the Washington mound, and this is a pitcher we will get to know along the way. His name is Craig Stammen. We know this. Everyone looks for a young man by the name of Steven Strasburg, but don't overlook the depth in this Washington rotation.
These guys continue to improve day in and day out, and that is the Washington Nationals. It's because they're starting to improve on the mound. Their bullpen is getting better by the year. Their starting rotation, certainly anchored by Steven Strasburg, is improving as well. This young man, Craig Stammen, has great stuff, a great arm. It's just a matter of time before he becomes a household name.
Good thoughts, Gracie. Well, you're bringing it right out of the gates.
Need a little more out of you, Darren.
Oh, well, we need a little bit more to follow tonight. This will be interesting. First and most importantly, the health of Mark Reynolds.
third game of a 4-game set for the Diamondbacks against the Washington Nationals. Jody Jackson with you here on the field, and the good news is Mark Reynolds is back in the lineup tonight. Now, number 27 turned 27 yesterday. It was his birthday, and things started out pretty well. 2 outs, 2 men on. Reynolds with another monstrous home run, and the Diamondbacks have a nice lead there. But then, later, 6th inning, drilled in the head by a 95-mile-per-hour fastball by Colin Ballister. As you can see, he went down immediately. Trainers came out. He joked last night, though, was able to joke about it, which is a good thing, that he remembered it was his birthday, remembered he was in Phoenix. I got an update on Reynolds earlier today. It's our Geico quote of the game.
Yeah, I think it looked a lot worse than it really was. It hit me in the, deflected off the bill of my hat in just the right way to where, nothing bad really came of it, but I got a little shiner, but other than that, I'm all right.
And Mark said he did have to wake up every couple of hours last night just to make sure he had no concussion-like symptoms, but he was cleared by the trainers and put in the lineup tonight. Kirk Gibson said he wanted to go back into the game last night. Well, he'll be out there, and so will Ian Kennedy. Can he continue the strong pitching by this Diamondback staff last night? Joe Saunders went the distance. Ian Kennedy, well, he's won 3 of his last 4. We'll see what he has tonight against the Nationals. It's coming up next here on Fox Sports Arizona.
Right-hander, 25 years old, out of USC. Began his career with the New York Yankees. 21 starts this year, 6-8 with a 4.26. Again, in New York, he was a winner, gave up 5 runs. And as we said in the open, didn't feel like he had his curveball at Citi Field. And we're underway here at Chase as we take a look at the numbers delivered by our good friends with the UPS score. A lot of homers, 21 in the year, but a small opponent's batting average of 230. Bouncing ball, and it's a foul ball. Those a lot of strikes, Gracie, and for a guy that doesn't throw a cut fastball or a 2-seam fastball, he'll give up homers because he comes in at the belt a lot.
No, there's nothing wrong with giving up home runs as long as they're solo home runs. We saw one last night, but it certainly didn't beat Joe Saunders. But that's another thing that Ian can do, and that is elevate his fastball with 2 strikes and get swings. When you can get swings at the letters, and the letters, what I'm talking about, right in that area right there, his Washington letters, you're going to get a lot of swings and misses.
Roger Bernardino with an 0-2 count. There's that curveball. We'll watch it closely tonight. Ian needs it, has to have it. Long before he had a changeup, which is really his second best pitch, he threw a curveball his entire life. The 1-2. He throws it again.
Much better one that time. Somehow, some way, Roger Bernardino was able to lay off of it.
16 walks for Bernardino, and on base of just 324 on the year. Settling into some great seats. We trust you've got a good seat checking out your TV. There's your chase. You know what? That curveball, in a sense, was effective because it was down. It made the fastball that was up look very good. There's no denying that.
Once again, the chase at the letters.
Defensively, the Diamondbacks with Ryan Church in left field, Chris Young in center, Upton in right. Church makes his D-backs debut. Reynolds, Drew, Johnson, LaRoche infield. Montero catches Kennedy. I promise. Right down the middle, strike one to Adam Kennedy. Roger Bernardino, Adam Kennedy, Ryan Zimmerman, 1, 2, and 3. We'll show you the entire lineup here in a bit. And Ryan Church arrived prior to yesterday's ball game. Kirk Gibson telling us, I'm not going to wait very long before I get a look at him. And outside of Rusty Ryle and his help offensively, as that is fouled off, left field's been a bit of a Bermuda Triangle, including Connor Jackson, former Diamondback this year.
Yeah, it just hasn't been a whole lot of pop out of that left field spot. And pop means home runs. Hasn't been a whole lot of thump.
1-2 the count. Adam interested in that high fastball. There it is again. That's strike three. Let's take a look quickly at the Nationals lineup. We've talked about the first three, but on down the lineup, Big Adam Dunn. And Big Adam Dunn certainly important. Willingham, Morse, Pudge, Alberto Gonzalez, Craig Stammen. So Kennedy using the breaking ball to show and the fastball to make the dough so far. The fastball outside and low to Ryan Zimmerman. 1-0 the count. Or did he ever torch a baseball last night? Off that batter's eye in center field. Low.
And because of that, Ian Kennedy being plenty careful with Ryan Zimmerman.
Gracie, is his power and his ability to hit, is it foul line to foul line?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He's got the ability to not only hit home runs, but he can also, hit a ball down the right field line for a double, and you can see Kennedy being very wary. But you got Big Adam Dunn on deck.
Well, there you see it, boy. And I include center for me as going the other way, truly, for a power hitter.
I wouldn't really classify Zimmerman as a power hitter. Adam Dunn is a power hitter. This guy is just a natural hitter. He's a guy that's going to hit singles, doubles.
But still can hit you 30, though.
Well, sure.
Oh, my goodness. With an awkward bounce over the wall for a ground rule double.
Well, he tried to go around the letters that time with Zimmerman, but the difference was it was 3-1 instead of 1-2. He tried to get the high fastball by Zimmerman, and he just kills it down the left field line. Really, Kennedy very fortunate that one only hopped into the stands for 2 bases.
So, all you young hitters out there, as you watch a baseball game and you're waiting your turn to hit, there's no doubt that Zimmerman learned in those first 2 at-bats. He saw Kennedy elevating early. There's no doubt. I mean, he was clearly ready for it. He pulled that ball.
That's the natural hitter that I'm talking about. A guy that can handle the ball up in the zone. He can handle the ball down in the zone. Adam Dunn, Mark Reynolds, power hitters. Those are your classic power hitters.
Pitch is low. 2-0 the count.
But Zimmerman's more of a guy, I think, if you asked him, I think he'd rather be called a 300 hitter. But he's also a guy that's going to hit 25, 30 balls in the seats, as you said. A guy that's tough to defense.
2-0 is inside. Boy, you look back to that draft, the Zimmerman draft in 05. 4th overall pick, number 1, Upton. Number 2, Gordon, Kansas City. Number 5 behind him, Ryan Braun. Number 7, Troy Tulowitzki. McCutchen last night hit in the head with a pitch in Pittsburgh. 11th pick overall. There's some draft picks there in that 05 draft. The big fella fouls it off.
He was swinging 3-0, and he was tardy on the fastball.
3-1 the count. It's in a very kind of eerily similar situation if you folks saw the highlights. Young Andrew McCutchen, who we really enjoyed talking to last year in an interview, and kind of the future face of the Pittsburgh Pirates, was hit in the head. And there was immediate retaliation.
Got him!
High fly ball, deep right field. Did he get it? Yes, he did. You could hear it out of that Washington dugout. Our camera mic, got him was the call. And that call was right on the money. Unbelievable. That was a monster blast. 27 on the year for Big Adam Dunn. And 2-0 is the score.
Golly. What a bomb. That's one of the longest balls I've seen a left-handed hitter hit here at Chase Field. Big Adam Dunn. Now it's just a matter of staying fair. And he knows it did. Joe West at first base points it fair. And that's out where not many people go. Goodness.
Golly.
And what happened, Darren, was Ian Kennedy gets 2 quick strikeouts, and then what happened? The big boys come up, and he started getting tentative. Fell behind 3-1 to Ryan Zimmerman. Double. Fell behind 3-0 to Adam Dunn. Homer. And now another big boy in Josh Willingham. What happens? Falling behind.
Two and 0 the count. High fly ball left. Well, Gracie, you were talking about pure hitters. You were saying that's Ryan Zimmerman. What's Adam Dunn?
That is a power hitter.
Brought to you by Gila River Casinos, proud partner of the Diamondbacks. Sanderson Ford, Arizona's largest Ford dealer. Southwest Airlines. Visit southwest.com. Grab your bag. It is on. Oh my goodness, Adam Dunn. Are you kidding me? We saw the replay several times. That one did not miss too much, hitting the facing of the second deck.
Can't get enough of him.
Golly.
And that's why he hits really far homers.
With zest, though, and he carries himself with a great personality to go along with it. Greg Stamen, the right-hander, making his 19th start of the year. A 5.24 ERA, pitched very effectively against Philadelphia. He beat him. It was an 8-1 win. He gave up just one pitching into the 7th inning, so he is fresh off of that confidence of handing it to the Phillies. He pitched well in a previous start against Milwaukee and another good start at Florida. So some bashers he has faced in his last 3. Hey, you think about that, Gracie. If you got Philly, Milwaukee, and Florida in your last 3, there's some sluggers you've dealt with.
You're going to get some Ryan Howard, some Jason Worth, some Prince Fielder, Ryan Braun.
And then go down to Florida. Go down to Florida and get Danny Ugla. Cody Ross, as that one is swung right through. 2-2 the count.
You can see the good sink on that fastball from Stamen.
Out of Dayton, University of Dayton in Ohio, the Flyers. 12th round pick, not 12th overall, 12th round pick in 05 as he works low. And he is a big-time ground ball pitcher. Are you not surprised right away when you see the sink on his ball?
Everything down in the zone. Make it start bell tie, then it's hittable. Anything else, let it go. Just like that.
There you go.
Very well done. Out of the gate there by Chris Young.
Let's take a look 1 through 9 for the Diamondbacks lineup, brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Kelly Johnson, Justin Upton, Miguel Montero, Adam LaRoche, Mark Reynolds. Good to have him back the very next day. It's Stephen Drew, talked about him in the open. Ryan Church in his career, and then Ian Kennedy. Well, that was very scary. He's still checking to make sure everything's connected there.
If the coconut's still there.
0-1 the count to Kelly Johnson. 282, 17 homers, 52 batted in. Kelly last night with a couple of hits and a couple of RBIs. Last 5 games, as you can see, have been very solid, and he hit .333 in July. Two runs, 2 hits out of the gates for the Nats. See Ian Kennedy down there at the far end of the bench. It will be interesting to watch deep into this game and tomorrow night's game as well. If someone on the Diamondbacks pitching staff will have a desire to take up for Mark Reynolds. Kind of an old school thought, many think, but Mike Leake didn't have a problem with it in last night's game when he hit Andrew McCutchen in Pittsburgh. He was hit when he came up to hit the pitcher. And Leake, who was in college last year, you can't be any more new school age-wise, understood. He ran right to first base.
He knew he had it coming, and it was over after that. No one was thrown out of the game. Let the players handle it.
So to be old school, you don't have to be old.
Very well said. Well, you're right.
I think there's the perception, the new age ball player, to use a term. Again, Mike Leake was in college last year.
And he understood. He had it coming. He knew.
Huge jump for Young. And with 2 strikes, you've got to protect, so he'll have to head back.
You're exactly right. He could have stolen that standing up with the jump he had, but you can't expect Kelly Johnson with 2 strikes to take this pitch because it would have been strike 3. Wow, what a jump.
Good to see the Riverboat Gambler back running the bases, just taking chances, getting big jumps. We saw it in
Kenny
07.
Rogers?
No, not Kenny Rogers, the singer or the pitcher. Boy, nice job protecting on that heavy sinker down and away. You educate us a lot about pitches that are right down the middle. That's a lot of time where strikeouts come from if you don't hit it. if you miss your pitch, it's not that nasty pitch in the end. And also base hits, they come sometimes from spoiling pitches like that.
That's all part of being a quality hitter like Kelly Johnson is. Spoil the tough pitches, you might get a mistake on the next one.
Keeping him close. Running. Why would he be running, by the way? He's been in the big leagues, Gracie and folks, for 2 years. 20 stolen bases with Stamen on the mound. 3 thrown out. Nothing doing there. Inside, 2-2 the count. Don't guys generally run a little bit extra on ground ball pitchers anyway?
I think so. I know most managers, they know all day that a guy like Stamen, a guy like Joe Saunders, is going to get a lot of ground balls. Brandon Webb. So put guys in motion and try to stay out of double plays. Like right here, 3-2 count. 1,000%. Chris Young's going to be running right here to try to stay out of the double play. Now you're entrusting a quality hitter in Kelly Johnson to take it if it's ball 4 or put it in play if it's a strike.
He takes off, line drive, base hit, right field. Chris Young just picks up his base cover. Heads on into third. Well, there you have it. Runners on first and third. And running to stay out of the double play. Now there's runners on first and third, and you love that.
And also going on the pitch enables it to be first and third. This ball is drilled on one hop right to Michael Morris. And there's no way Chris Young would have been able to get the third had he not been running on the pitch. So good stuff from Kirk Gibson, sending the runner. And the table setters, Chris Young, Kelly Johnson, well, they're setting it up for the middle of the order here in the first inning.
And part of that middle of the order is Justin Upton. He was 1 for 4 last night. Singled and scored a run. Boy, good looking curveball. That's strike 1.
You can see the look on Upton's face like, man, why did you save that for me?
Where's the sinker?
Yeah.
I was looking for a sinker.
Yeah. Now you throw me a wicked curveball. You can see the confusion. Golly. Didn't expect that one.
He throws it about 14% of the time, that curveball, or about 1 out of every 10 pitches. It's a good one. There's strike 2 over the inside corner.
Justin got caught guessing again for a curveball there. Justin does get caught guessing once in a while, because this is a pretty good pitch to hit right here. Fastball, middle in.
And for a downward plane sinker ball pitcher, that one didn't dive a lot, and it ended up in the perfect spot, as you said. 0-2. There's that slow curveball, drives it to right field. Well, nearly lost it out there, but you know what? In the end, there's your RBI.
Good 0-2 hitting there by Justin Upton. Didn't guess for anything, just reacted to a hang and breaker ball, drilled it the other way. So the Diamondbacks answer back here in the bottom of the inning.
Slow curveball. He saw it for the second time. It was up a little bit more. And you said it best, Grace. He didn't guess.
Trusted his talent. And there's a lot of it.
I'm having a bit of a flashback to earlier, maybe this year, even last year with Justin Upton. And some other Diamondback hitters as that strike 1. And forgive me, folks, 0-1 the count to Adam LaRoche. You saying in a conversation, there are times when there is too much information available to hitters.
Right.
Like blank percent of the time, 0-2, he'll throw this pitch.
Right.
And you said out loud, and boy, did it play out perfectly there. Once you get to 2 strikes, you have to let your athletic ability react. You stop being an athlete if you have percentages in your head.
Throw all those scouting reports in the trash when you're 0-2 and just go into battle mode. Trust your talent. Trust yourself, and by hook or by crook, get the run in.
The 1-1. Because there was a time, whenever that time may be, and it's not about leaders, it's not about coaches, it's not about that, where you could see a handful of these hitters approach the game like they were studied into percentages and numbers, and every single time it became clear. Am I right or wrong?
I think you're right on the button.
That was beautiful.
Information overload.
He's just too good of an athlete. That one is fouled off to have in his head that 70% of the time this comes.
And too good of a hitter. Too good of a baseball player, Justin Upton. To have to go up there, and a guy like Stamen, who's got an ERA in the 5s, to go up there and have to guess on pitches. Justin doesn't need to guess right to hit a ball hard. He can just find the ball, react to it, put a good swing on it, and good things are going to happen. And I think we saw it in that at bat. That was a sacrifice line drive.
The 2-2 to LaRoche, going the other way. Well, there are some pretty things going on in this inning. Again, a pitch down and away. A sinker ball that if you try to pull it, you've rolled over, and it's a double play. Instead, he goes the other way. That was beautiful. Defensively, Willingham, Bernardino, Morse, Gonzalez, Desmond, Kennedy, Dunn, Pudge behind the plate. And this is what we're talking about here, Grayson. Great piece of hitting.
Watch the baseball and watch it tail away. And look, he's not trying to pull it. The head stays on. He's thinking the other way. That's just tremendous two-strike hitting again, going into battle mode for Adam LaRoche. I'm liking what I'm seeing here in the bottom of the first.
Miggy pulls that one to the right side. Kind of took a step off the train there.
Yeah, the first pitch swing.
There was some other good stuff, though. Baseball brought to you by Schumacher European, your Mercedes-Benz Supercenter, Scottsdale Road, Loop 101, drivethebest.com, Colorado Tourism. Start planning your Colorado summer adventure today at colorado.com, and by Wells Fargo. Together, we'll go far. Glad to have you back at the ballpark, folks. California boy Ian Kennedy against Ohio boy Craig Stamen. Speaking of Ohio boys,
what do you got for us?
We've got one dialed in watching us tonight.
Oh, really? Who's that?
Your old partner, Tom Brenneman, is checking us out.
Is he watching us in the Queen City?
He really, really must have a light social calendar.
Well, I can tell you that what all that means is the family must be out of town.
Mm-hmm. And still must have a light social calendar.
Very true. Well, there's nothing to do in Cincinnati. You know that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The governor loves going to Cincinnati. I mean, he loves it.
No, that's not true.
Radio voice Greg Schulte. It's one of his favorite stops. I know he and his wife Nancy vacation there in the wintertime.
Had a good conversation with Tom's dad, the Hall of Famer Marty Brennan. Called in on his show.
Yeah, you were on during the rain delay.
I was on during the rain delay.
1-1 the count to Mike Morse. On the corner.
I disguised myself as Mark from a cell phone.
You did?
Oh, yeah. I kind of got under Marty's skin a little bit, but that's okay. So, Tom, how you doing, pal? We miss you.
What's going on with those Reds, by the way? Because that one is fouled off. What do you think in the end with the Reds? You got them going?
I'll tell you what. If they get all their guys healthy, which they're starting to do.
Now, remember, Tom's watching.
Yeah. I think top to bottom, they're the most talented team in the Central. I'm not convinced the Cardinals are going to hit enough. I think the Cardinals have good starting pitching. Yes, I'm just not convinced after Pujols and Holiday just how much they have. And they just traded Ryan Ludwig.
No big run for the Brewers, huh? That's it?
No. They're like 11 back. What are you talking about?
St. Louis Browns led there. Hot shot, base hit left field. A little update from God's country, the Midwest.
No.
Cincinnati Reds are coming to town, by the way.
Are they?
Oh, yeah. They'll be here the 17th, 18th, and 19th. Come on out and see what they're all about.
Have you seen that Joey Votto play?
Oh, yes. We saw him last year.
I'll tell you what, he is some kind of special. If he keeps it up, I'm going to give him about another week. If he keeps this up, he's going to be my guy.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Joey Votto. I've been telling you about this kid for years now.
Anyway, here's Pudge Rodriguez. 2-1 the score. As that one is up and away. 1-0 the count. Too late, my friend. Joey Votto has been claimed by the Cowboy, Jeff Brantley.
Oh, Jeff Brantley, the fine color analyst for the Cincinnati Reds. Does radio and TV, does the Cowboy. He's big league.
The 1-0. Oh, my, hit and run, so he chases throw down. Great play by Stephen Drew. Let's hope he's all right.
Oh, I don't know if he is. I don't know if he is. This is not good. It's something on his left arm or hand. He's having trouble. Great throw by Montero. Great play. Oh, he looks like he got spiked right in the forearm. Let's hope that's all it is. Oh, yeah, he got spiked hard. Nothing dirty about that from Morse. Yeah, you can see. Those spikes got him. He hung on to the ball. Great throw by Montero. And a really nice job there by Stephen Drew hanging in there and sticking his nose in there and making the tag. Let's just hope the arm's not broken.
Doesn't look like it is.
All it is just cut.
Looks like it's cut. They're going to patch it up right now. But that's an area, Gracie, you know. I mean, you get a good whack there. You start to bruise there. You're cut there.
Watch the spikes. Bang, right into the forearm. Gosh, that's a great shot. It's an unfortunate shot. I mean, it gets him immediately. Ow. He can't even get the glove off at the time. He's a tough kid, though. Boy, I don't miss that.
One and one the count.
He's going to stay in the ball game.
They're going to go ahead and bandage it up, aren't they?
Rub a little spit on there and bandage it up a little bit, and let's go get him.
Yeah, he hung in there for you, Miggy.
Yeah, Miggy.
Now buy him a steak on the next road trip.
He's going to be just fine, it looks like. There's nothing dirty about Michael Morse's slide.
No.
He was just sliding.
Boy, how about this? How about this left side of the Diamondbacks infield? Mark Reynolds getting hit, cut above the eye last night. Stephen Drew cut on the arm. They're by the way, both out there.
It looks like Stephen Drew's a little bit ticked off. He thinks there might have been some shenanigans. I don't think so.
We can see it again for your sake,
But
Gracie, but I didn't think so either.
Steven rarely gets angry on the field. He looks angry right now. Attaboy, Steven. That's big league right there. Stay in the ball game. And we are closer and closer to the Donnybrook we've been wanting.
Well, somebody's still owed in that dugout, so we'll see. 1-2 the count. I'm all fired up now, Gracie.
I know you are.
Talking about trips to Cincinnati.
That'll fire anybody up.
Fouls back to the screen. We'll do it again. 1-2 the count. This next trip, by the way, for the Diamondbacks after San Diego comes to town. We'll give you a peek at our upcoming next couple of days here in a moment. Then it's off to Milwaukee and Washington. And the Diamondbacks will get Steven Strasburg in Washington. Mark Reynolds is there. Got a nice solid first baseman over there who didn't have to dig it but didn't panic. Middle of the night, what's brewing? That series wraps up tomorrow. Then San Diego comes to town. What an incredible story. David Eckstein, Adrian Gonzalez, and the Padres. Then, of course, the Gonzo jersey retirement Saturday night. Tickets are still available for Saturday night, but they're going fast. Get them now. And, you know, you can come Friday and Sunday, too. There's no rule against that. Fireworks Friday. Sunday, the back-to-school pack. Kids run the bases. Giving away that good-looking notebook and folder, ruler. I've already been given strict orders to see if Dad could sneak a few extra away.
I like that hat. That's pretty on a beautiful girl.
It's like the one you wear on a charter at times.
Every once in a while, I'll break it out. You're right.
Yours is more of a, almost like a lime green, though.
True. Matches my tie.
You are green today.
I'm a bit green.
No, you don't need any more salt. There's already plenty on there.
Plenty on there.
I'll take some more salt. Yep. There was nothing better than our young man, though, who brought his own ranch dressing to the ballpark to put on the pizza here a couple of weeks back.
Well, it's terrible.
The 1-2. Boy, what a pitch in. Alberto Gonzalez. Stephen Drew hanging around still in this ball game. It was Reynolds' eye last night. It is Drew's arm tonight. Well, Joe Cleary, you know what? At least he made it. But he gave up 7 runs on 5 hits, 3 walks in a third of an inning. The only time he appeared in the big leagues. So, Mr. Cleary, you might have thought outside the box in those numbers, but see, at least you made it. I had those same numbers in rookie ball.
He got there.
And he pitched in the big leagues. So thinking outside the box, a memory of the old Washington Senators, who at one point in their history became the Minnesota Twins, and at another point in the history of the city became the Texas Rangers. And now they have their ball club from
the Montreal Expos.
The 0-1.
I'm looking forward to getting to the nation's capital.
Are you now?
Oh.
Well, you have Steven Strasburg on Sunday, Gracie.
I'll be there for one day on Sunday. That's supposed to be the Strasburg day.
He will pitch Tuesday.
Boy, Stamen got away with a hanging breaking ball there.
Now we're talking.
Oh, man. Old school Expos. I like
that's a good look there, pal. 0-2 the count. Pitches away. Good pitch on no balls and 2 strikes. Hello, folks. Reynolds last night homered on his birthday. We thought it was so unique that he homered on his birthday for the 3rd time in his career as he goes down on strikes. 150 strikeouts on the season for Mark Reynolds.
Is that 150?
That's 150. $1.50. And here is Stephen Drew. Got the bandage on his arm. He's ready to roll.
Let's see if he can swing it okay. I mean, his arm took a shot. Got a forearm full of spikes.
Ten-game hitting streak, a couple of doubles, a homer. That slow curveball stayed high. By the way, every time a D-back homers, it's a Fulton Holmes homer. $150 to the Youth Assistance Foundation. Up and away, 2-1 the count.
I'm kind of ready for Stephen to go on one of his tears. What about you? He's getting there.
Well, it's a 10-gamer, but it's, if there is such a thing, because I want to respect the 10-game hitting streak. 11 hits and the extra base hits. He's got a couple of homers in his last 3 games.
Right.
We talked about it coming on the air. In 08, 76 extra bases. In 09, 53. So it dipped dramatically. And then in this season, 33. The season's not over, but still kind of more on pace to match up with last year. Doubles and triples. It doesn't always mean homers.
Ooh, just missed the outside corner with that backdoor slider. 3-2.
What's your number for him? He's got 6 homers. Is he a 15 home run guy?
I think he should be between 15 and 20. He's got that kind of talent. Maybe even more in a good year.
3-2.
Oh, he swung at ball 4. Actually, a fastball in the dirt. You know you got a good sinker when you can get a hitter to swing at a fastball in the dirt. So the first at bat for Ryan Church. It was a struggle for Ryan Church in Pittsburgh. Much better player than those numbers.
Began his career with this franchise. A Montreal Washington player. Was actually one of the players that moved from Montreal to Washington as he takes low. Was a New York Met, was an Atlanta Brave, was a Pittsburgh Pirate. And these are the career numbers. In 07, homered 15 times, had 70 RBIs. Both he and Bobby Crosby have experienced offensive difficulties. He gives that one a ride. Ryan Church, welcome to Arizona. That one is down, up against the wall, hustling on around. A new beginning for number 19. Kind of like a fresh start, especially when it starts like that.
Golly. That bat made a sound, Darren Sutton. That's a sound you don't hear very often from a guy hitting 182. Bang! This ball is just scalded into the right center gap. Short hops 413, and Ryan Church, welcome to AZ.
He was ready for a change. He was excited. He was included in the deal.
Went over there for Snide Peas.
Snide Peas, Chris Snyder, one of the better nicknames. Can't use it anymore. By the way, left field this year for the Diamondbacks, 238, an on base below 300, and a slugging percentage of 340. So Church will get a chance. Rusty Ryle has been the real pride and joy offensively. He has been the one starter that has hit over 300 in the outfield. Hit 319 as a starter in left.
And all the left fielders combined, 4 homers. Just 4.
Another one of our favorite nicknames that we can't use anymore because he's gone. It was a struggle for Kojak.
Yes.
Connor Jackson.
That's one of my favorite nicknames. One of the better ones. He's still struggling a little bit with his health in Oakland.
2-0 the count. Runner in scoring position. Swing and a miss. We're honest with one another here, right? And
of course,
our viewers.
Of course.
Loved Connor. Good man.
Very good
What he
kid.
went through last year with Valley Fever, terrible. No one should have to go through it, and we hope he has many better years to come. But a terrible nickname. I just never approved.
Kojak?
No.
Well, that was Tom Brenneman and the Governor came up with that
Tommy.
nickname. Yeah.
Well, I know Tommy had tried to call you, but just that one tower, that cell phone tower they just put up in Cincinnati.
Just outside of Cincinnati.
He kept dropping out.
Yeah, he kept dropping out. Good luck getting any coverage at all in Cincinnati. That's behind the times. That's ball 4. Oh, but it's all going to change in Cincinnati because T.O.'s there. Terrell Owens.
Oh, the football player.
Yeah.
Steve McCaddy's going to visit the pitching coach. I want to remind everyone that anytime the Dbacks score 6 runs or more, Taco Bell is giving away 3 free tacos with the purchase of a large drink between 4 and 6 the next day. 28-1 when they scored Taco Bell runs. You know, Steve McCaddy, by the way, and it was written about, deserves a lot of credit, I think, for standing with a young man by the name of Steven Strasburg as he warmed up here a couple of weeks back, seeing some discomfort, nothing serious, and saying, "That's it for you. Give me the baseball. That's it."
No, but I'm fine. I'm fine, pitching coach.
He had to fight it a little bit from those that were around him, including Strasburg, who I don't blame Strasburg.
They had a sellout crowd that was waiting to watch Steven Strasburg. That's a gutsy decision for a pitching coach to make. Nope, you're not going out there.
I give him a lot of credit for that.
And he said, I'm not going to be the guy that throws this kid out here and possibly ruins his career because he's going out there with a sore shoulder. Fire me if you have to, but I'm not letting him take the mound. And good for Steve McCaddy.
Well, that is a fabulous story. 1-0 the count for Chris Young. Swing and a miss, 1-1 the count.
And right now, if you're Chris Young, you're thinking, I've got to make this guy pay. He just walked Ian Kennedy in front of me. I got to make him pay.
The 1-1. Bouncing ball, middle of the diamond, unable to make it pay. To the bag in time for the out. Well, we get to see Ryan Church for the first time as a Diamondback. He spoke of hoping for a new change, and he's got one. Luis Gonzalez in the month of April. A record that no one will soon forget. What a way to start the season. As Craig Stammen, the pitcher, leads things off. First pitch, strike one. 0-1 the count. Nationals lead the Diamondbacks 2-1. And he can handle the bat. He can certainly handle the bat. A breaking ball is high. He's got 6 runs batted in. He's got 3 doubles this year as well.
Well, I love a pitcher that can hit, help himself, get bunts down. We watched. That was pop foul. We watched Livan Hernandez. Hello? Drop a beautiful bunt the other night.
Yeah, he is a big guy, kind of one of those deceiving guys because he's big in shape and maybe one of the better athletes for pitchers, certainly in the game.
Remember Rick Russell?
You bet.
Another guy that was a big guy. If you looked at him, no way that guy's a good athlete. One of the best athletes on the mound I ever saw.
The 2-2. Up the ladder, nice play.
Easy there. That's the way. Almost threw it away. Nice snare there. And then almost threw it over the head of Adam LaRoche. But all's well that ends well.
Speaking, by the way, of down in the dugout, the work that was done the other night by the big fella. I am told that Levon Bernardina strikes one a base and into right field. Roger, who had struck out back in the first inning, comes up with a single, so he is ready to roll with his 7 stolen bases. Second baseman Adam Kennedy. But I'm told Levo dropped an under par round on one of the local golf courses here the day after he dropped a solid outing on the Diamondbacks.
No kidding. He's that good, huh?
That's the word.
I'm going to have to see it to believe it.
Oh,
I want a piece of him.
He'll call you the night before in your cell and try and get in your head.
I've been around the block way too long to fall for one of Levo's tricks. Save that for those young, full of vinegar guys like Miguel Montero.
And to update what we're talking about with a smile on our face out of respect for both players, but respect for the veteran, he phoned his old catcher, who he kind of brought along and taught how to work with pitchers in the big leagues. When he landed, about the same time the Diamondbacks landed, as Kennedy takes a pitch that is up and in. Miguel looked down, saw on his cell phone, Livan Hernandez calling. He grabbed it. Hey, you getting to bed yet? Well, what do you mean am I getting to bed? You better get your rest. I'm going to get you at least 2 or 3 times with strikeouts tomorrow. You better get your rest. Good night.
Click. Very next night, Miguel Montero swinging as hard as he's ever swung in his life. Made 3 outs, and they gave it to each other a little bit, but unfortunately they gave it to each other as Miguel Montero was going back to the dugout every single time. So, victory for the old veteran. You love that, don't you?
Fouls it off.
By the way, we had a great play prior on the foul ball. Look at that.
Oh, my goodness.
Bring the glove to the ballpark. Go ahead and snare one like that. That's big league.
So Greg was up there, too, our shooter, and he got saved by that play. So that's a contract.
I noticed that. I think that's worthy of a contract.
Yeah, we got a contract. So he gets 4 free Diamondbacks tickets.
That fella right there, huh? Okay.
And he also gets a discount at the team shop, 4 free tickets.
Do some Christmas shopping there.
Well, it's right around the corner as he drives Bernardina back to the bag. Come on out to the ballpark, folks. Bring your glove, and we're looking to give away tickets. We love contracts. Make a play like that gentleman did, especially save a member of our fine crew, one of our brethren. The 1-2. Pitches high, pickoff throw. He's back with the dive.
Miguel Montero is starting to throw a lot behind runners at first base. It was just a little tardy, but that will keep Roger Bernardina and the National runners just a little bit closer. There goes the runner.
Not in time, nearly got him again. Drew tried to pop the slide down. Stevens been out there just cleaning house. So for Bernardina, his 8th stolen base of the year.
Stephen Drew asking Angel Hernandez, are you sure he got that paw in there before the tag? Let's see. Boy, such a close play, just tough to tell. Great throw again from Montero. Looked like that hand just may have got in there ahead of it.
Nice job, Angel Hernandez, with his nose on that one. Adam Kennedy, a pretty piece of hitting. It's down for a base hit. Bernardina picked it up, but is so fast that even though he hesitated, he could score standing up easily.
And the stolen base comes around to score. And now, time to go through the heart of the order after Kennedy does a really nice job with that pitch. A fastball away and just goes with it. Nationals already with 5 hits. Treating Ian Kennedy a little rudely here this evening.
Adam and Ian, no relation. And Adam, you didn't see that as much early in his career, that beautiful slap at the baseball. And it had a Mark Grace look to it, just going the other way, taking it where it was pitched. Cecil Cooper. He used to swing for the downs a little bit more. That was an RBI waiting to cash in, and boy, did he cash it. Breaking ball, bouncing ball, could be 2. Bobble. In time for the double play. Well, it was bobbled there for a moment by Kelly Johnson. Stephen Drew saying, not again. No, I got to get out of the way. Well, on a birthday, certainly a young fan had enjoyment. Alex Rodriguez had enjoyment. It had been quite some time. Courtesy of the Yes Network, career home run number 600 for Alex Rodriguez. Boy, it looked like he finally stopped gripping the bat and took a nice, easy swing. And it's amazing what you can do when you swing nice and easy with his talent level. So congratulations. Number 600. As that one is away.
That's a lot of homers.
It is. 1-0 the count to hard-hitting Kelly Johnson. That one sinks away. 2-0 the count. Up and into the seats it goes. It's a souvenir.
Shop online at Dbacks.com. Browse from the largest selection of T-shirts, hats, jerseys, and more. Visit the official online shop, Dbacks.com.
Well, it isn't that good news, and you folks might even be reaching panic mode with regard to Christmas shopping.
Wow. It's still early August. How pretty is that?
It's like Adam LaRoche, isn't it? LaRoche had the same approach in the first inning. Kelly Johnson's got 2 hits in this ball game.
We've seen some good opposite field hitting. We saw from Adam Kennedy of the Nationals the last inning for an RBI single. There's lots of hits the other way, especially with a sinker baller. If you're a left-handed hitter and you've got a sinker baller, a guy sinking the ball away on the outside corner, don't try to pull it, all you young hitters out there. All you're going to do is ground it to the first baseman or the second baseman. Go the other way with it. There's plenty of hits over there.
There's that contract being delivered.
Oh, that's big league.
Noah, Johnny on the spot. Of course there's plenty of hits over there.
Doggone right.
There's also, tell me if I'm wrong, plenty of outs when you try to pull sinker ballers on the other side.
Boy, truer words have not been spoken.
A lot of outs. You may see it. Ask Miguel Montero.
Trust me, I made a lot of outs like that trying to pull a sinker. 4, 6, 3.
The 0-1. Justin, did he go on a breaking ball? Nope, says Joe.
That's our old buddy Joe West. That's not even close.
Levo's giving it to him about that call, by the way.
Livan Hernandez is?
Yes, he is. In the same manner that he did the other night with a smile on his face. Well, he's just ornery, isn't he, the last few days? Did he go again? Attaboy, Joe, he says.
Well, the give and take between players and umpires. They're all in this together.
Runner goes. Good aggressive jump. Can he in there? You bet. He just swiped a bag against the best throwing catcher in the history of the game. But it was a huge jump. Boy, he was at top speed early.
Yeah, Kelly Johnson runs very well. 11 stolen bases. And I don't care how good your arm is. When you give up a jump like that, if you're Stamen, you're going to give up a bunch of stolen bases. Kelly Johnson beats it easily. There's nothing even a Hall of Famer like Pudge Rodriguez can do when you give up a big-time jump like that.
Got an RBI waiting out there, but Upton found himself a little aggressive on 3-1.
You think?
3-2 the count.
Justin had his mind made up. He was swinging. I'm going to hit this fastball. Oh, boy. Let's see if he can go back to trusting his talent instead of guessing.
Which he did with 2 strikes early on. There you go. That's ball 4. Kind of flips that bat at home plate. It was interesting. Flipped that bat at home plate, and Pudge picked it up and fired it away as if to say, I didn't like that. It's fun watching the give and take with so many veterans in that Washington side.
Pudge was staring him down a bit.
Our Amica Insurance hit zone.
I like it.
Here's Adam LaRoche. Swing and a miss right through a changeup. What had Pudge's ire up a little bit a moment ago?
A little bat flip right there, and he flipped it right at the feet.
That wasn't just an easing the bat away, by the way, by Pudge.
That's like, knock it off. Don't flip your bat right in front of me.
0-1 the count. He's caught more games than anyone in the history of this game.
Another changeup. Another strike.
Have we seen a ton of those?
Only a couple.
It's a pretty good one, isn't it?
Those were. He had been missing up and away to left-handers with it. He's throwing a couple of good ones here to LaRoche to start him.
Well, now Adam last time got a sinker down and away and served it into left field. He's in a hole 0-2. This right-hander has shown a curveball and a slider as well, so you have to consider that. Diamondbacks down by a pair.
Diamondbacks looking to try to carve into the lead here with Adam LaRoche. He has 70 RBIs. He's got work to do. He's behind 0-2 here with nobody out and runners on first and second.
A slider. That one bounced in there. The 11 stolen bases for the man out there at second, and Kelly Johnson. That ties his career high. He'll blow past that. That came a couple of years ago, 08 in Atlanta. Time is called by LaRoche.
Very wise veteran move by LaRoche. A lot of shenanigans going on behind Stamen, the pitcher. Alberto Gonzalez jockeying Kelly Johnson. That's a lot to see behind the pitcher. Timeout. All right, everybody settle down back there.
Damn, that's my.
Threw him another slider. It was down and in. Washington leads it 3-1. A pair of runs in the first, a single run in the third. Arizona with a single run on an Upton sac fly in the first. The 1-2. Fastball broke his back. 6-4. Not in time. Threw the fastball where he had thrown those sliders in, and he broke his bat.
Fastball in. Oh, dear. Did he ever get in there? But give LaRoche credit. Scampers down the line. It ends up being a productive out. Just beating the throw. And that gets Kelly Johnson to third base. Good call there by Kelly Johnson.
And over there, Joe West, both of them.
Joe West and Kelly Johnson got it right.
So Miggy last time in this situation went after the first pitch, a sinker, pulled it, grounded into a double play. Let's see if he went to school. And let's see what the pitcher throws him as well, if he maybe comes in now.
And Miguel, lately in these RBI situations, very aggressive as he scatters the National dugout. That'll teach him. Fortunately, everybody's okay. It was certainly no laughing matter with when the Giants were in town.
No.
Eugenio Velez was struck by a foul ball. Good to hear he's okay. But that was a scary situation.
Right back through the box. There's one. There's two. Again, a double play. I'm told you're going to love this trivia question, Gracie, so
All right.
Here we go. Alex Rodriguez became the youngest. More A-Rod tie-in.
Oh, here. Hello?
Who is the next youngest to 600 homers? Where is which dugout? I'm looking to see which dugout he's in. If we get a shot of Alex. Hello?
He's not here.
Oh.
So
It seems like we have a graphics operator. And who's a Yankees fan?
must be.
Josh Weingrab.
Yeah, Josh. Can't get enough of A-Rod tonight.
0-1.
Let's get a shot of him in the dugout. He must be here.
Mitch Reagan's our great director. He'll show him in just a minute.
It's good to have him around, watch the ball game.
Hold on.
After hitting his 600th.
0-2 the count.
Can't find him.
Hold on. He must.
Yeah. No, he's not in that dugout either.
The 0-2. One and two the count. All right.
A-Rod highlights, A-Rod trivia questions.
Oh boy.
And monster home
Where's
runs
this going?
from Adam Dunn.
Wow.
Ian Kennedy's going to learn, unfortunately the hard way, that Adam Dunn can handle that one. That's two fastballs, middle end bell tie, and he has just destroyed both of them with tape measure, towering, tremendous home runs. Golly, that's a lot of distance.
Oh, boy. You're out there. No.
Oh, Buena. Oh.
Wow. High fly center field. Chris Young is there to put it away. Wow. Fourth multi-homer game of the year.
Did I mention he's a power hitter?
You did. You mentioned that early on.
Kaboom. Golly, that's a long ways. It's only fitting that we're showing those long home runs to right in Gonzo week.
Ah, good call.
Tie it right in. You notice I'm doing that?
I did notice that.
It's a big league tie-in, isn't it?
And somehow if you can weave in A-Rod.
Well, that seems to be doing fine on its own.
Maybe tomorrow night we can get a Brett Favre trivia question. A little topper out to short. Stephen Drew fields, fires, and in time for the out, and a fine play by the Diamondback shortstop, who, as I said in our open, by many taken for granted defensively. And each and every year has gotten better defensively. It's Gonzo week. So when you get your number retired, which is quite an honor and deserve it for number 20, you get a week. So it's a whole
entire week. Not just a day, a week.
There's a strike to Pudge Rodriguez. 0-1 the count.
That also helps when you're the assistant to the CEO.
Oh, okay. A little chopper, and it's a foul ball. Oh, look out. Keeping score at the ball game. Certainly nothing wrong with that.
I like it. Good for you, young lady.
The old
Put in
school.
a couple of long home runs in there from Big Adam Dunn.
Curveball right back through the box for Pudge Rodriguez. There's a base hit. 4-1 the score. Pudge is on.
Not a very good 0-2 pitch there from Ian Kennedy. Just a hanging breaking ball. Thank you very much, says Pudge. And off he goes.
By the way, for Rodriguez, Career base hit number 2,360. Pudge Rodriguez.
Or Ivan.
But not out.
Ah, very good.
The 1-0. Swing
Yes.
and a miss. 1-1 the count.
Once again, a letter high fastball. Howdy, Tex.
So Adam Dunn now with 28 home runs this year. And for Dunn since 2001, 344 homers. Tying him with Jim Thome, the most homers of any left-handed batter in the game since 01. Up in the zone, and that one was easy to turn around for Gonzalez.
And Kenny going to have to get those off-speed pitches down in the zone. That's a hanging change up there. And Kurt Gibson, he's going to the phone himself. And the bullpen phone will ring. Glenn Sherlock will answer it. So we're going to have to get somebody up because that's 8 hits already for the Nationals here with 2 out in the 4th.
By the way, Gracie,
yes,
on this date in baseball history, and it's in Diamondbacks history, in a 4-2 Mets win here,
right,
in Arizona, you ended a game with a ground single, which hit pinch runner David DeLucci for the last out, as DeLucci is charged with interference.
I remember that.
It was Arizona's 7th loss in 9 games back in 2001 on this date.
I remember that. Yeah, that was a bummer. It was. Thinking, oh man, now we got 1st and 3rd, 2 outs. The other team shaking hands. What happened? Well, it hit David DeLucci. Oh. And yeah,
You got a single?
I got a base hit out of it. Yeah, but still ended the game.
Not as much.
I might as well have struck out.
That one bounces in there.
He and Kenny really struggled. This time he really hangs on to a breaking ball for a long time. Montero does the best he can, but Pudge scampers to third base.
Kennedy and his Diamondbacks have struggled with the long ball. With the 2 allowed in this ball game, the Arizona staff as a whole, they have allowed 101 home runs, the most in Major League Baseball. Just the starters, 101.
So just the starters?
Just the starters
lead Major League Baseball.
Well, the entire rotation does as well, the entire staff, but the starting staff does too.
Gotcha.
Runner at third. The 2-1. Stamen. Bouncing ball. Reynolds. Fields. Fires. And time for the out. One of those things that come out of the sleeves of Adam Dunn.
Telephone poles.
Big old telephone poles.
Bam!
I can't wait till they get those phone poles in Ohio. Remind all of you, if you have a chance, visit facebook.com/Fox Sports Arizona to weigh in. Asking you sports fans, no matter your sport, whether it's hockey or basketball or football or baseball, do you believe in an eye for an eye retaliation in the sports world? I know there are differing views on that, so we want you to weigh in tonight. Mark Reynolds, Stephen Drew, Ryan Church, 1, 2, and 3. Of course, Reynolds hit by a pitch last night. Saw Colin Ballister a moment ago. And it certainly didn't look like intention. Whether he was intending to come in, Pudge had called for a pitch away. And he was hit clearly in the helmet. And just fortunate he's back out there and okay. That helmet pressed down on his eye area, his eyebrow area. That's why he's got a cut.
Got a bit of a shiner above the left eyebrow.
And you can see where the helmet was drilled there on the cap bill and to the right of the D if we're looking square at it. So 1-0 the count to Mark. The other side of that story is I'm still stunned, as you can see the work he has done in the last 3 games. Swings through that one, 1-1. That was the 1, 2, 3rd time he had homered on his birthday. Are you kidding me?
I didn't do that in 16 years. Didn't get 3. Oh boy, he got one to hit there and swung right through it.
And remember, he had 08, 09, and this year. Only 3 birthdays in the big leagues. As that one is strike 3, he goes down. Had 07 too. I think he came up before his birthday. So 4 birthdays in the big leagues. And now here's Stephen Drew. I'm sure with temperatures up into the 110s and above today, a lot of you cooling off your local pool or in your yard. If you're having a good summer, I know for a lot of you youngsters that are watching, first of all, glad to have all of the youngsters tuned in tonight. Young baseball fans. Drewville.
I like that. Yep, that's coming next year.
Bouncing ball, it's a base hit right field.
Horton, here's a Drew.
Ooh.
All the who's in Whoville, that's what they're talking about.
That's
Drewville.
exactly right.
I'm all in. Stephen Drew gets a fastball middle and just swats it by Adam Kennedy for a 1-out base runner.
An 11-game hitting streak as well. We spoke of Stephen coming on the air today. So Stephen with his club down 4-1 is at first for Ryan Church, who doubled in his first Dbacks at bat, which is outside. A slider, 1-0 the count to Ryan. In a 71-game spurt a couple of years back in Washington, he had 276, had 10 homers and 35 RBIs in less than a half season. That was one of his finest years as well. One and 0 the count to Church. Looks at a slider inside.
There's another reason to go get some guy. He hits really well in your ballpark.
So the Diamondbacks will not be bringing Ryan Church on the road. He'll be able to stay here.
Hang with the family.
No, there's actually a lot of guys, unfortunately, that have struggled offensively on the road this year. Tough pitch to handle, a slider on the black. Two and one to count. Pretty good eye, 3-1, and it's
He's laid off some tough pitches in this at bat.
He's got his old teammate on deck right now. Bobby Crosby has a bat in his hands.
He's going to hit for Ian Kennedy.
Never seemed himself tonight. 3-1. That's low. That's ball 4. So a double and a walk. Let's answer our trivia question. I know a lot of you folks thinking about Alex Rodriguez.
I don't think we ever even guessed. That was by design.
A-Rod became the youngest of 600 homers. Who is the next youngest? Well, I guessed Babe Ruth. I don't know if I'm. Oh, that's wow.
Yeah, of course you did.
It's and a visit from Jim Riggleman. We may see the end of the night for Stamen as well.
Boy, 2 early exits for both starters. Or maybe going over some defense. I'm not sure. Maybe talk about Bobby Crosby. So it was just maybe a bit of a monologue there from the manager. As Doug Slayton gets up.
72 pitches for the right-hander. West High Speed Internet, high-speed pitch. Either guys that rely on their fastball. Well, here's Bobby Crosby. When I say that, I mean overpowering fastballs. As Kennedy is done from this game. Years back, the Rookie of the Year in Oakland. Has had a tough go of it with the injuries that have followed. Had in his Dbacks debut on Sunday a sac fly and an RBI. Robert Edward Crosby out of Long Beach State. And, like Ian Kennedy, looking to high school in Southern California. First round pick in 01 of the A's. Swing and a miss, 1-1 the count.
Bo Porter reminding Ryan Church. Pudge Rodriguez likes to throw. Don't let him throw behind you and get a cheap out.
Pitches away. And the count 2-1. It was Crosby in 2004 in 151 games. Homering 22 times, 64 RBIs that year, and the Rookie of the Year in the American League. In 08, that was the next time he played in more than 100 games. Injuries really knocked him apart. And he has spent a lot of time in his first few days, mind you, just first few days, really working extensively with Matt Williams, not at short, but at every place else but short. He's a shortstop. He wants to become a true utility player. Swing and a miss, 2-2 the count. He realizes now as he gets older, that'll be where his value lies. So third base is strictly reaction. That's tough for a shortstop. And second base is like playing shortstop in the mirror. And he's grinding it. 1 for his last 24.
Yikes.
Pitch is low.
All right, Darren Sutton, play Kirk Gibson here for a little bit.
Well, with a guy I barely know, that's a tough one.
Do you send the runners here on a 3-2 count with 1 out? And try to stay out of the double play, but you risk a strike them out, throw them out situation. Man, I'm sending them.
All right.
I'm sending them. A couple of double plays already for the Diamondbacks in the first 3 innings. I'm sending them.
They stay put. It's strike 3. Fastball over the outside corner. So 1 hit in his last 25 at bats for Crosby. The struggles continue.
Yeah, once again, it's that situation where a lot of information. Instead, he takes a fastball down the middle for strike 3, looking for something off speed.
Here's Chris Young. Walked and scored. Grounded out. Slider. 0-1 the count. What in the world happened at Wrigley Field today?
Another lopsided ball game.
This time the Cubs way. 15-3 over Milwaukee. You can see the timely hits tonight for Arizona. Hitless in 5 times. A little chopper, middle of the diamond, ranging to his left with a flip out of the glove. And in time for the out. Well, 2 base runners and certainly an empty inning as the right-hander with a shake of the head still gets the results that he wants.
Jody Jackson with you, and Niger Morgan, well, he was in the lineup originally when I came to the ballpark today, but they switched the lineup for the Nationals because Morgan has been bothered by a right hip flexor. He had an MRI on that. They're looking to shut him down for at least a day, and so Roger Bernardina, who's leading off tonight, takes his spot. You know, Morgan has really been great since the All-Star break, batting .308, on-base percentage of .361, but they're going to see he crashed into a wall July 21st, and ever since then it's been bothering him, so they'll just have to wait and see when he can get back into the lineup, guys.
Thank you, Jody, and best of luck. Jordan Norberto goes to work as the hard-throwing left-hander, double-digit ERA, and hopes to lower that ERA with some work tonight.
Well, he's going to face a couple of lefties here to start the top of the 5th. Jordan's just got to throw the ball over the plate, and he'll be just fine.
He's got a great arm, but he's in the hole. 3-0 the count. He's looking for a peaceful approach to the hitter. I mean, should be peaceful. Had some really peaceful music that he has selected as his.
Made me want to slow dance. Maybe attend a wedding.
Oh, my goodness. Wild all over the place. And we saw what happened last night. Even without intent, that gets scary when you get up there.
He's trying to throw it over the middle. Look out. Somehow, some way it missed him.
So Stephen Drew comes in to try to calm the left-hander down. It's interesting. Kirk Gibson had spoken on a couple of occasions to several members of his infield and his catcher, saying when you see things get a little fast on a pitcher, I don't always need to see a pitching coach going out there. I'd like for you guys to take charge some.
Yeah, there's been nights when Mel Stottlemyre's had to ice his hamstrings. He had to go to the mound so often. Some leadership shown. Now it's time for Miguel Montero to go out there and have a conversation. I'm sure this will be in Spanish, and it is, hey, let's go, dude. This is your opportunity to shine. Boy, all kinds of meetings. Now the hitter and third base coach.
It's interesting, too, because at this point, Gracie, this game was flying along.
No, it really wasn't. It's at a snail's pace, actually at the pace of a glacier.
1-0 the count. 2-0 the count. Pat Listash came down, had a meeting with Adam Kennedy. Now, Mel Stottlemyre's coming out. You know what? That'll give us a chance to remind all of you about. It's a great promotion at the ballpark. It's brought to you by Gila River Casinos. It's Kachinko.
Oh, yeah.
The interactive kiosk near Section 111 here at Chase Field. Again, we love Gila River Casinos and our partnership.
It's my favorite read.
And certainly, Sanderson, Ford, Lincoln, Mercury. That's a possibility of winning a prize there. Stay tuned on the next couple of homestands. We'll be setting up shop and call it a ball game from the Kachinko kiosk. It'll be Kachinko night on Fox Sports Arizona. 2-0 the count.
Now after about 12 straight meetings, we're going to get back to baseball. It's really a terrible idea to do a game out at the Kachinko area. It's just silly. There's a strike.
Two and one to count.
And another. So whatever Mel Stottlemyre told the young man, so far it's working.
Nearly threw that one away. Even Joe West had to duck.
The nervousness of a youngster. Everybody ducking.
Adam hacks and fouls it off. There, that is a souvenir up above. And fan out of Globe has brought himself home a souvenir. Dad with a nice play.
Oh, Globe. Been there more than a few times. Great Mexican food there.
That one is fouled off up and into the seats.
Miami Globe area.
There's one down over there to some folks from Gilbert who have a souvenir.
Good to have them.
High fives all around. Guy couldn't buy a high five.
He was looking for. Excuse me. Hello?
Boy, there is nothing worse than trying to kind of invite yourself to a celebration and.
No thanks. Can you leave us alone, please? Go away.
The other way down the line and into the seats it goes. And from Winslow has themselves a souvenir. 2-2 the count.
Really? Winslow, huh?
I'll tell you that poor young man.
He was begging for a high five.
Who's with me?
Can you please go away? Put your hand down, please. Another foul ball as it rattles around. Oh, good to see that couple from Yuma. Let's go back to our high fiver and lack thereof. Hello?
That one is up and away. 3-2 the count. I did notice he got one from the guy with the ball, so at least he got the one. We stand corrected. I stand corrected, certainly. He was left hanging for a while after that, but he got a little dap. 3-2. Kennedy, high fly ball into right center field. Chris Young is there. He covers a lot of ground. He makes the play for the out. So a nice long at bat with a long run ending it.
He's calling it. I got it. I got it. I got it. And after 10 pitches, Jordan Oberto retires the pesky Adam Kennedy.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman.
Move.
4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Nationals. A run on 5 hits and no errors for the Diamondbacks. Ever been left hanging, trying to give a high five?
Many times.
Good fastball, 0-1 the count as he pours it into the dangerous Zimmerman.
You know, it's great in the dugout. You know, guy coming off the field, and you got your arm and hand up there, and he just walks right by you. You know, maybe he got him over, but he was upset about, oh my, look out.
Do him an off-speed pitch. And hit so hard that the speedy Bernardina could not move up. But I tell you, that off-speed pitch is almost as if he did him a favor. You're right, he's not a power hitter. That's a pure hitter. This man, though, a power hitter. Adam Dunn, a couple of monster bombs. Our Chaz Roberts air conditioning. Cool play. That's from the Nationals dugout.
That's out there bouncing around on the concourse.
I love the sound effects of the hollering in the Nats dugout.
Well, when he hits them, I mean, there's something to behold. I mean, it makes you go, oh! They're special.
1-0 the count to Dunn. So thus far, the talented left arm of this southpaw being wasted in this inning. He has really been inconsistent all over the place. Let's hope he can find it. Adam has now reached 70 RBIs. Two and 0. Willingham waits on deck. This is a Nationals club, too, that plays woeful baseball on the road, much like the Diamondbacks. They're 6-21 in their last 27 away from the nation's capital. As Adam clears them over there. 6-21 in their last 27 road games.
That ain't going to get it done. Do you like that one?
I do.
Thank you.
That won't get it done. That, of course, the Lincoln, and then right next to it, the Dunn Monument. They just built that in D.C.
Yeah, it's a striking resemblance.
Technology's come away.
Yeah.
Since the memorial. 2-1 the count. He is such a big guy. He could actually sit in that large chair that our fine President Abraham Lincoln sits in.
And then some. At the Jefferson Memorial.
I mean, if you've ever been.
Lincoln Memorial. And now the Dunn Memorial.
It'd be fun to visit with Adam and see him stand up right there against it. He's taller than the whole thing. The 3-1. 3-2. Nearly threw that one away.
Really no need to throw that one either if you're Montero. I mean, Bernardina back easily. And look out, Stephen Drew again. All right. Let's play some baseball. Here we go. We're going to throw the baseball to Big Adam Dunn. Here we go.
Hard hit ball to the right side. There's one. Dunn streaking down the line. A huge reaction by Norberto.
Get fired up, son.
Wow.
4-1 Nats.
Never had such an ugly inning. Had such a beautiful ending. Saturday, don't miss a very special moment for the Diamondbacks. Coverage begins at 4:30. Pre-game show followed by the ceremony. Quest Diamondbacks Live. The number 20 being retired on Fox Sports Arizona. Here's Kelly Johnson. Rocket shot. We've got all sorts of sound effects tonight. Microphones everywhere. Let's hope everyone's okay. We lost a soda.
Looked like we lost a beverage or two.
We need like a reset button. This is just bizarre.
This game has been just. Well,
am I right?
Ugly.
I mean,
it's been an ugly game. Not if you're a Nats fan.
No. Oh no. I'm not
if you're a
that.
big Adam Dunn fan. He's been terrific.
No, we kind of are.
Yep. Well, grounded into an emotional double play there to end the inning.
Kelly Johnson waves at a beautiful curveball from the right-hander. Norberto reacted as if it was the last out of the ball game. He was fired up. Like it was a save.
I thought he might have gotten the save. I think he's just happy to get to an inning unscathed and be somebody that big Adam Dunn didn't take into the upper deck.
So now just
very
enough.
Emotional.
Oh, and 1 the count. Oh, I love visiting Fridays. Folks out there enjoying the ball game. Breaking ball is outside. 1-1 the count to Justin Upton. 4 runs, 9 hits, and no errors. 3 left on base for the Nationals. A run on 5 hits and no errors, with 6 stranded for the Diamondbacks.
Oh boy, Justin got a hanging breaking ball there, and he got frozen. Watch this one just stay right there. Oh, baby, those were fun to hit. And Justin's like, doggone it.
Solid take there and uninterested. 2-2 the count. Upton a sac fly and an RBI back in the first inning. He also walked in the third inning. bouncing ball. This time is short. Gonzalez fires on across. He's got a big target on the other side there. 2 outs here in the 5th inning. Let's see, pitch count at 88 for this right-hander. Talk about kind of a turning point for him too, Gracie, to maybe throw a few more innings. You get out of a jam, you have a couple of base runners on in the 4th. Guys warming up in the bullpen. Doug Slayton is up. If you could go right through 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah. You got a couple of double play balls off the bat of Miguel Montero to get out of a scrape in the 1st and a bigger scrape in the 3rd.
And if in the heart of the order you can have your first clean inning in the 5th inning, you've guaranteed yourself certainly a shot at the 6th and then maybe further. High fly ball. Does LaRoche have something to say about it? He comes up short. So there is your 1, 2, 3 inning here in the 5th.
You to be a part of tonight's broadcast. It's something we call The Weigh In. You just have to log on to Fox Sports location on Facebook. That's facebook.com/Fox Sports Arizona and weigh in on tonight's topic. Mark Reynolds got beamed last night, so we want to know, are you in favor of that eye for an eye philosophy in sports? One guy, Jonathan Court, wrote in, of course, this Dbacks team has been beamed too many times this year. Just look at that Phillies series. There has to be consequences. Get rid of the warnings, by the way, and let the boys play. So that's one of the ways that we've heard it tonight, but make sure you log in. We'll read some of the other ones on the post-game show. Guys, I'm looking for a Donnybrook tonight. We'll send it back to you.
Thank you very much, and looking forward to your thoughts. It's very interesting. There are differing opinions, no doubt about it, as Josh Willingham digs in, and from DJ Carrasco, the newest member of the Diamondbacks bullpen a couple of days back when he worked. 46 appearances on the year, as that one is away. He now has a little bit of work as a D-back reliever. Rafael Rodriguez has joined him now, who is officially the newest member, part of that Dan Herron deal. Rodriguez, who had a 3.04 ERA in AAA Salt Lake before being acquired in the deal, joins Carrasco. Josh Willingham, our Amica Insurance. The pitch is seen a lot down and away. 6 big league seasons for this right-hander with Kansas City, the White Sox, and the Pirates.
Oh, baby.
Yikes. Fastball in.
Go ahead and carve him up, DJ. What a pitch. After some breaking balls, 3 of them to be exact. Now a fastball right underneath the hands, and Willingham had no chance. A heck of a sequence right there, Darren Sutton.
And youngsters out there, everyone at the ball game and enjoying it at Fridays. Good breaking ball over the outside. Carrasco from Safford, Arizona. 33 years young. Swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. 2 wicked benders. He's grinded it as a man who has started. He has done just about everything.
Oh, he dropped down and tried to take all the fun out of it there for Mike Morse. And just missed inside.
A little sidearm breaking ball, wasn't it? A little sweeper.
He dropped down through the fastball in that time.
Well, you come close to hitting your spot there or a little bit closer to the plate, you've got him because it's at that same area. Not a bad plan of attack. Away, so he has turned it from an 0-2 to a 3-2. Taking it right out of the catcher's mitt, gets 90 miles an hour. Last year pitching for the White Sox, a 3.76 ERA. Started 20 games in 2005 for Kansas City, so he's done both.
And ended up walking him. A lot of times you end up trying to strike somebody out instead of just get him out. Well, you end up walking him.
This week on Fox Saturday Baseball, Kevin Youkilis and the Red Sox will be in the Bronx to take on Mark Teixeira and the Yankees. It's a showdown between 2 of the sport's most bitter rivals. It's Fox Saturday Baseball, presented by Sprint. It returns this week in 1. And I'm guessing for our fine associate producer, graphics coordinator Josh Weingrad, that as Pudge takes a strike, that A-Rod will be there too. He's excited about that. Oh and 1.
Big Yankee fan, that Josh.
Oh and 2 the count.
So that 600, was it a A-bomb by A-Rod?
Oh, I'm sure. The 0-2. I know with that 600th homer, though, there's a lot of guarantees contractually. I think he's probably most excited, Alex, about that great parking spot he gets.
That's true. Right there by the elevator.
Hello? Popped up, threw him that sidearm breaking ball. And it's lifted where Stephen Drew is there to put it away. Walking into Friday's front row grill. I just didn't say anything there because I get thrown off by the delay. I don't like to hear our conversation, so I pause the entire time. 1-0 the count to Alberto Gonzalez.
You are a pro's pro. By the way, have I told you that I really like DJ Carrasco's stirrups?
The old-fashioned.
Man, those are old-fashioned. Those aren't those long stockings. Those are old stirrups.
You're right. If you go down low, Grace, you can see that. There you go.
I love that. That is old school, like you read about.
There are guys that will wear their pants high, but just wear red tube socks. They don't wear stirrups. Red athletic socks.
That would make Matt Williams proud.
That's a good call.
Ooh, the big Marine had a frown.
Thanks to Joel Youngblood on his right. The 2-1. Late on it. for the money that those two save on hair products and blow dryers.
Yep, not very necessary there. Bald is beautiful.
So
that feller needs he needs a blow dryer. He got a big thick beard too.
Fouled off. 2-2 the count.
Little Matty look with the mustache and the tank top.
That does look like Matty. I saw him walking around. We were just about to Times Square. I was going for a walk. I know you and I were heading for breakfast, and Matt was walking in his tank top. That sweeping breaking ball. It's a high fly to right field. He likes that pitch. You like those socks, and he likes being back home in the state of Arizona. That's old school. Oh, Adam Dunn. I mean, it was just fair, but it was about a 470 shot, if not more. Stephen Drew spiked in the arm. Mike Morse, well, you can see right away, a nice cut there, taped it up, back into the ball game. Adam Dunn again. Our Blimpie game summary says there has been a lot of action from the big fella. We missed the big donkey. Good sign right there. We missed the big donkey. The affectionate name for that big fella. As Miguel Montero digs in. How about that? Look at him blowing a bubble. That's great.
Knowledgeable fans. Good to have you here, folks.
2-0 the count. Let's see if Mickey can get something going.
I see Big Adam Dunn still upset at himself about that emotional double play he hit into.
2-1 the count. Here the bottom half of the 6th inning. This series wraps up tomorrow, a 4-gamer. Barry Enright, Ross Detweiler. And we see Daniel Hudson again. Looking forward to seeing him pitch, who dominated the New York Mets in his Dbacks debut against John Garland. San Diego coming to town. Rodrigo Lopez against Clayton Richard, left-hander, who has been fabulous. And then Joe Saunders against Matt Latos, who is 11-5 with a 2.47 ERA.
He was beaten last night 2-1 by the Dodgers. Dodgers laying it on San Diego again tonight, 4-0, behind Vicente Padilla in the 6th inning.
Colorado beat up San Francisco, though. They got him tonight, 6-1. The 2-2. Miggy takes high and inside. Ubaldo Jimenez had his 17th victory of the year locked up, and Carlos Gonzalez homered twice, 22 and 23. With 2 more homers, Carlos Gonzalez What an incredible player he has turned out. The one-time Diamondback.
The one that got away.
Who was in that Dan Heron deal. Miguel Montero relaxes a bit, Gracie, with the bases empty.
Took some pitches, got himself in a good hitter's count, and just rifles one to right field for a leadoff base hit. Let's see if Mark Reynolds can figure out Stamen, because Craig Stamen struck him out a couple of times here. There's Darren's table, always with the reserve sign.
I'll be there in a bit, folks. Please keep that table reserved.
And it's always a table for one.
And I try to invite all my friend, but he can't come. Mark takes a breaking ball that's a strike. 0-1 the count. That pitch sails high. 1 ball and 1 strike the count to Mark Reynolds. Mark, by the way, 27 yesterday, if you were wondering that age attached to his birthday celebration. And he's fortunate he remembers his birthday. Very scary stuff, as that one is over the outside corner. I mean extended corner, 1-2.
There's a table for 2.
Oh no, now we know your tip. You got to go ahead and leave that big tip there.
You got to put it out there.
The 1-2. Got him, really backed off on that breaking ball. The curveball, Reynolds is done.
Makes you wonder if Reynolds is okay. He didn't look too festive at the plate tonight, striking out 3 times.
You're exactly right. Jim Riggleman taking a walk to the mound. And we will make a call to the bullpen. What a solid outing, 100 pitches. He really pulled it together. The Diamondbacks to themselves helped to let him off the hook. Weekend for the Diamondbacks and Padres series. When you buy your tickets, be sure to ask to sit in the all-you-can-eat section. Tickets are just $30. They include a great view of the ballpark, plus all your favorite ballpark food, hot dogs, Pepsi, chips, Gracie popcorn, and so much more. 602-462-4794. Dbacks.com/all-you-can-eat. I know you love popcorn. You'd take advantage of that part of it, wouldn't you?
Man. Cactus corn down here in Chase Field, the best popcorn league. You know, around the league, I've had popcorn from around the league, and just about all the popcorn compared to Chase Field around the league stinks.
Really?
Yeah. There they are, cactus corn. Go load up, folks. Get you some Good almonds there as well.
Almonds.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Doug Slayton goes to work. The former D-back fires strike one to Stephen Drew. 30 appearances, a 3.42 ERA. And that one paints the outside corner. No balls and 2 strikes. Stephen struck out back in the second inning. He singled in the fourth. That extended his hitting streak to 11 games. The 0-2. Outside, 1-2 the count.
Boy, that was just abuse right there. Doug Slayton just put a sequence on Stephen Drew. And you see just how fooled Stephen Drew is. Can't hold up. Strike 3, and now Ryan Church going to face the tall left-hander, the former D-back.
So Ryan doubled in his D-backs debut. He walked in the fourth, and that fastball is up and away. 1-0 the count. Now one is high with the take.
Well, this is where Ryan Church now can try to lock and load right here. He should get a fastball on a 2-0 count from Slayton. And if it's in the zone, he can make it a much closer ball game with a long ball. And he's got power. One pitch in one spot. Oh, he got it. He got the pitch. He threw it right down the middle, and Church came up empty. You do a great job of getting 2-0, and you get the fastball you want right down the middle. He was just too quick with it. That one took a bite out of Pudge.
The 2-1. Breaking ball, a good one.
And by missing that 2-0 pitch, Darren, now you get the breaking ball. Now you get the nasty stuff. Once again, that's all part of hitting. If you can get yourself in that good hitter's count, get the pitch you want, you got to take full advantage.
2-2. He got him. Big sweeping breaking ball. You spoke about it. Had that gift out there for him, unable to cash in. Diamondbacks baseball brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Visit southwest.com. Grab your bag. It is on. Blimpie. Come to Blimpie. Try 6 new healthy items with less than 400 calories and 6 grams of fat. The lighter stuff menu. Quest high-speed internet. Blazing fast speeds that won't burn up your wallet. Valley Hyundai dealers. Time for the 7th inning stretch. Your dollars. Hyundai. Now the most fuel-efficient car maker in America. Visit valleyhyundaidealers.com. Join the reading of War and Peace as we welcome you back.
Surprised you haven't lost your voice after that.
Willie Harris takes a pitch up and away. 1-0 the count. Harris, the veteran, the speedster, hops off the bench, gets ready to roll as he takes outside. Had a nice month of July. 10 hits this past month. Hit .313, a double, a triple, a homer, 7 walks as well. Speedy if he can reach, and you love it when he doesn't, as LaRoche trots to the bag.
Fastball middle. Just gets on top, and the dust flying off that ball. What's on that ball for it to be
rosin?
Dusty like that.
Rosin. That's that big old pad back there with that rosin powder, rosin dust. Or we got rosin in the on-deck circle.
Okay.
Yeah, usually when there's dust, there's nothing wrong. Now, if there was fluids flying in the air or seams, or you could hear the ball go by, flap, 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 flap.
You hear the rubber bands flapping in the breeze.
Maybe with some cuts to that ball. Or maybe if you, as that one is, boy, what a piece of hitting. I mean, past Mark Reynolds, who was cheating in. Again, a ball hit so hard that even though it had the left fielder going to his right, not even a chance for Bernardino.
Pretty hitting right here. Fastball away, and he smokes it past Mark Reynolds. So a speedy base runner, and Adam Kennedy going to get a chance with a runner on first base. It's always good to see Adam at his home in the White House.
That's a
There's
strike.
been a Kennedy in the White House.
There has. And I'm sure Adam visited the White House after his team won the World Series in 2002 in Anaheim. With Mike Scioscia and the guys. Garrett Anderson might have even gone on that trip. I mean,
good chance.
You visited, Gracie. You have visited the White House on a couple of occasions. Remember when you stood out on the balcony like that?
Under the watchful eye of the Secret Service.
Yeah, yes, you did. What's going on out there, by the way? Where?
I don't know.
I'm a little concerned, and I know it's been a tough go for you. You need to just step back off that balcony. Step back off the ledge.
If I don't win a race soon.
Shot in the left center field to the gap. It goes. It is down. Church will have to play it off the wall. Easy chance to come on down. That's twice tonight that Adam Kennedy, this time though with some authority, uses the opposite field. And it has earned him a couple of RBIs.
Bang. And with Bernardino's speed, I mean, not even close. I mean, that is motoring.
That one gets by Montero. To the backstop it goes. Moving up is Kennedy. So a runner at third with one out.
This one's starting to get away from the D-backs here. And not in the prettiest of fashions.
No, it's one of those ball games, unless something changes dramatically, even down 3-1. It felt like a much larger deficit. Just hasn't been a good pace tonight for Arizona. Sharpness hasn't been there, and anytime you're quiet offensively, and they had their base runners early on.
Oh man, did they ever. Had a lot of big opportunities. They just haven't been able to get the right batter at the right time.
Pitch is up and in, 3-0 the count. The infield drawn all the way in.
And I would imagine Ryan Zimmerman's got the 3-0 green light. Something to his liking. Good pitch there on the outside corner.
Zimmerman doubled and scored back in the first inning, rolled into a 4-6-3 double play, and then single. The 3-1 up and in. That's ball 4. Kirk Gibson will come out. He will make a change, so Blaine Boyer will go to work. Dunn with a huge night tonight. Boyer ready to face him. 5-1 the score. Big Adam Dunn. With Dave Edwards by his side a moment ago, I mean just straight walked off the field.
Yeah, I think that noggin's bothering him. And we wondered about it. He just didn't look right at the plate tonight. Didn't look all there, striking out 3 times. And I think he's probably still seeing stars, which is worrisome.
So Rusty Ryle will come on at the same time that Boyer goes to work. And the way it all came together, this is not a double switch. So Ryle will, I would imagine, bat 6th, and Boyer in the pitcher spot. Now the pitcher spot is due up, so Boyer will, in all likelihood, face both.
That's Mark Reynolds just walking off the field. I'm done. I don't feel right. Yeah, you can see. LaRoche like, you all right, dude? You okay? No, really, I'm not.
And they had initially listed it on the scoreboard as a double switch and then changed it back. Joe West, that's why he's walking in to check on it. That is not a double switch.
Straight up is what Rob Drake's telling us right now.
Because we even talked about the fact that Kirk Gibson wasn't making one in the break, you and I. Just only because the pitcher spot is due up here, so it'll probably be just a couple of outs for Boyer. And then with this club, if they can stay within 4, probably hit for Boyer, so that'll be all the work he'll do. Well, he hopes he's fortunate enough to keep it at 5-1. Fastball nasty, 96 over the outside. Well, let's hope Mark's all right.
Yeah, that didn't look too good, did it? That's worrisome. The head injuries are just awful.
Swing and a miss, 0-2 the count. Bouncing ball, and it gets by and into right field. It's a base hit, so now it's 6-1. What a night Adam Dunn has had. 4 runs batted in. This is it a moment ago.
Remember, he got hit right in the brain last night by a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, and now he's not right. Probably just had a dizzy spell or something to that effect. Feeling the effects of. There's a double play ball, should in the inning.
Reynolds is gone, and so far in his defense, no one for the Nationals has had to take one. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned.
Almost the complete opposite of last night's game. The Dbacks were leading 6-1. Now they're trailing 6-1. Ian Kennedy, pretty quick outing tonight.
Yeah, back on July 18th, the Dbacks announced they would be scaling back his innings. I'm going to look a little deeper and see if it's fatigue or focus that's plagued him in his last few outings.
We'll have that plus the latest update on Mark Reynolds, who just left the game. Guys, we'll see you after the game for Quest Dbacks Live.
Willie Harrison, thank you very much, gentlemen. Look forward to that. Is in left field. He now bats 9th. And the call to the bullpen answered by Joel Peralta.
He's been very solid coming out of the pen for Jim Riggleman.
And Augie Ojeda will pinch hit for Boyer, as we mentioned. Just faced a couple of batters. Got an inherited runner come across under his watch, and then a double play. Imagine Kirk Gibson disappointed with this performance tonight.
Yeah, it's been a little lackluster tonight, unfortunately, after a really solid performance last night. That's been the difficult thing for these Diamondbacks in 2010. Stringing wins together, stacking wins, just hadn't happened. Except against the Mets.
Yes. Well, the win last night for the Diamondbacks, and look, it's been just a handful of series, but since the All-Star break, before last night, they had only beaten the Mets.
Which is pretty amazing.
Yeah, had been swept by a couple of other ball clubs, but won 5 of 6 over the Mets. The 0-2 to Augie Ojeda, as that one has popped up. Got him with a fastball. Trying to get some runners out there, get him into scoring position. But Gracie, tonight with runners in scoring position, it's been a tough go of it for Arizona.
They just haven't had much going. Like you said, early in the ball game, there was plenty of opportunities. Miguel Montero's hit into a couple of double plays to end threats. Chris Young had a couple opportunities. He wasn't able to deliver, but he's been delivering all year. But just tonight, the lack of the big hit, only a sacrifice fly is the Diamondbacks' only tally.
There's a lot going on there with that delivery. That would throw me off if I were a big league hitter.
Kind of looks like. Let's see who he looks like.
A little bit of an angry stare. And then,
nice. Oh, Leo Rosales doing, doesn't he?
Good call. Leo on the comeback trail now. Has had some good news lately. Changeup. For me, I'll tell you, I don't care how hard you throw, but if you're firing at home plate like that every time, if you can command your breaking stuff, you're selling it. You're certainly selling it as you fall off and then the ball dies at the plate.
You arm swing it like that. Body parts flying everywhere.
Leo coming back from that right foot sprain and then having that procedure on his foot. He's been throwing. Things are going well in the pen. Hope to see him back soon. And Chris Young is erased on a ground out. Well, the big birthday celebration out there, it looks like. At the birthday crown. Nice. Happy birthday to you. Got the cards and letters coming in.
Wearing the tiara.
That's great. What a
That's big league.
Great way to come. And
got their glove out there just in case a ball comes flying. Now that Mark Reynolds is out of the game, that takes a lot of the opportunities away.
I would agree. Especially that far back. Justin can get to Fridays, but that's a ways up there. Sells that changeup and delivers it for a strike. Now I can't wait till we do a game from Fridays here soon, right after Pachinko night on Fox Sports Arizona.
Actually, I've done a game out from Fridays.
We'll be doing another one soon as that one bounces in there.
Can't really see that happening, but
1-1 the count.
Maybe fun to think about. Ah, there it is.
Kelly Johnson fights it off. All right, folks.
What do we got?
We need some sort of a rally cap or
man, something.
There we go.
This game's got a big old case of blizz. Need something to jumpstart us here, D-Side.
Outside, 2-2 the count. There we go. Here's some folks whistling.
I like it.
2-2 the count. The 2-2, Kelly.
See, there we go.
All right, I'm going to take it a step further. We got a big league rally starting, Gracie, and I'm going to bring a little big time hitting karma from the minor leagues. Check this out. It's brought to you by Nissan, folks. I'm bringing you 31 home runs. How about Big Paul Goldschmidt? 31 homers, Gracie.
Oh, he's going to look good in a Diamondback uniform here in September.
31 home runs.
31?
Huge work in Visalia.
Golly.
Waiting in the wing.
Mercy. That's redundant. Goldschmidt.
Out of Texas State University. Went to the Woodlands High School in the Woodlands, Texas.
Outside of Houston.
Yes, born in Wilmington, Delaware. I've been there. Last week. You play there?
No. Just been there. Close to Philadelphia.
Yes, it is. The 0-1. Upton hits a high pop-up.
Goldschmidt.
We need 31 homers. Get him up here.
Bring him up.
.5-mile-per-hour fastball. You see he goes down. He talked about it last night after the game that he felt okay after that despite a bump on the head, but just now leaving the game, obviously not looking quite right. No word from the training staff here yet. We'll have an update on that after the game, but I did talk to Mark before the game, and he said, you know, really it wasn't as bad as it looked. According to him, he said he was cleared by the training staff to get into the lineup tonight. He did wake up a few times during the night. Every couple of hours he was told to get up just to make sure there were no concussion-like symptoms, and guys, he said that he did not have those before tonight's game. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, let's hope so, too.
Let's hope so.
Mike Morris kills it. Big, strong right fielder out of here.
There's still been no retribution. As the first pitch, Esmer Vasquez throws this evening, gets crunched into the pool area by big Mike Morris.
Told he hit it off a chafing dish out there.
If I knew what that was. Something loud.
Moment ago. Yep. Yeah, good homer. Silent treatment.
And leave it to Levon.
Kind of felt like that guy earlier who couldn't buy a high five from his buddies.
That's a big man, that Mike Morse. Golly.
Swing and a miss. Pudge goes down on strikes. Taking a look at our out-of-town scoreboard, and there it is. Another mention of Alex Rodriguez reaching 600 home runs. Oh, State Farm, a fabulous job. And Josh Weingrad down there does a great job coordinating our graphics. He's a huge A-Rod fan. The way Quall's doing good work. As that one is high and away. Minnesota eventually won it, though, in 13 innings. And Los Angeles leading San Diego 4-0. Atlanta, by the way, and Philly both win tonight. Dominic Brown, 3 RBIs for the Phillies. Dominic Brown, 3 RBIs. Remember him, folks?
He's going to find himself playing a lot more.
I would think so. The Atlanta Braves were victorious as they beat the New York Mets 8-3. The Mets with 4 errors in that ball game. Numbers for Esmerly. Inside, 2-1 the count.
Oh, really?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, really?
You may as well get him now.
Interesting. He's going to go in there.
Three and one the count.
He didn't like that pitch in there too much. Okay. I'm sure he won't be staring out at Esmerly now. Because the ball's not carrying to shortstop. He wasn't quite so tough on that one, was he?
So now Willie Harris. Good looking change up. 0-1 the count. Hello there. Look at those beautiful eyes, that little cutie. Gotta have some good snacks in the game. That's my kind of fan, hanging around. Oh, Dad, I'm not ready to go home. What are you talking about? Swing and a miss, a good looking change up again. Dad's enjoying shelling some peanuts. The 1-2. Yes, that's strike 3. Silent treatments, celebrations, staring down out at the mound for pitches that are just in. Still no score settled.
D-backs Padres game at Chase Field. The AZ Diamondbacks will be retiring Gonzo's number 20 during a pregame ceremony that starts at 5 o'clock p.m. Plus, to commemorate the event, the first 15,000 fans will get a Gonzo bobblehead, courtesy of Chase. Call 602-462-4794 or log on to dbacks.com.
0-1 the count to Adam LaRoche. Justin Maxwell is in right field now. And Maxwell in, batting in the 6th slot. Adam tonight singled, reached on a fielder's choice, fly to center as that changeup bounces in there. 1-1 the count. Texas is winning in Seattle right now 7-5. The Angels lost again in Baltimore 9-7.
Well, the Angels are going straight south.
High drive, deep right field. Adam LaRoche just left. That's a Fulton Holmes homer. Another $150 to the Youth Assistance Foundation.
Change up that stays right in his wheelhouse. He just pounds it about 15 rows deep in right center field, and a run closer to the D-backs. 7-2 now.
That pitch is outside. That was Irvin Santana for the Angels. Had a tough night tonight. 3 2/3, 9 earnings.
Ouch. That'll put a dent in your ERA.
2-0 the count to Miguel Montero. "13 hits for the Nationals and 8 for the Diamondbacks.
Seems like Peralta may have gotten a little shook up by that home run. Nowhere near the zone in the last 3 pitches.
Well, we need more now, folks. Out of you at home.
Diamondbacks down to the last 6 outs. There's a strike from Peralta.
You all right with a little rally here?
I'm dying for one. You?
Oh, yeah. I'm ready for a little Paul Goldschmidt action.
31 taters.
31 homers. Only hit 18 last year. You know, in a short season.
I was going to say, sounds to me like
his
first guy's not afraid to pound it into the seats. Is he a first baseman?
First ever pro season. You know what? Let's take a look at where he plays. You bring up a very good point. I think he has played some first. You'd love that, wouldn't you?
That would make my evening on a tough evening.
Would it now? Well, let's double check here. We're going to check just for you. 3-2 the count. Swing and a miss. He goes down on strikes.
Got him to chase ball 4 upstairs. So Peralta does come back, and he gets Miguel Montero. You see the high fastball up around the letters, and down he goes.
Oh, don't you know that this year Paul Goldschmidt has played 98 games at first base for Visalia.
Love it. Looking forward to seeing him soon.
Big old first baseman.
Big old power hitting first baseman like Adam Dunn. That's what I'm talking about. That man. You're going to have company soon, Big Adam.
Rusty Ryle, high fly ball right field. When it's hauled in by Maxwell. Rusty came on for Mark Reynolds. As soon as we know more about Mark, we'll let you know. Let's see, Paul Goldschmidt, as of spring training, 6'3" tall, 250 pounds.
Oh man, a big old corn-fed Texan. Probably likes his steaks raw.
Breaking ball drops in there. 0-1 the count.
Oh man, looking forward to seeing him.
He's got 90 RBIs, Gracie. 90 in 107 games. Got 32 doubles.
Salivating.
Steven fouls that one off. And he'll need a new bat. Let's bring him back.
Ah, why not? Paul Goldschmidt.
90 RBIs, 6'3", 250. Yeah.
8th round pick. How's this guy not the first pick in the nation?
Waiting in the wing.
90 RBIs. It's August. Oh. Buena.
Thought you'd like that.
I'm excited about Paul Goldschmidt.
Even drives a Nissan. Their big partners and sponsors now waiting in the wings. A big
sure
Tundra.
He does. Yeah. Oh, you know he drives a big old pickup. You know that.
Yeah, there we go. An old salty rally cap. 2-2 the count to Stephen Drew. We need base runners, folks. That one's outside.
There's a rally cap.
Is it?
No. But it matches nicely.
It does.
That's a little Dick Tracy there.
Three and two the count. Church waits on deck. All right, hanging around. Just trying to get more information for you folks on Paul Goldschmidt.
Oh, I can't get enough. He's a lot like Big Adam Dunn. Just can't get enough of him. Hard hitting first sacker. Down up there in Visalia, Central California. Just hammering balls. Goodness.
The 3-2 with 2 outs. Hanging around.
Nice grab.
How about that?
That was a great grab by that man.
Oh, my goodness. That's a contract. Yep, he gets a contract. He and his son, 4 free tickets to a Dbacks game. I mean, you make a play like that with a young man right there next to you. Great job.
Reaching over the rail.
Steven pops that one up.
Somebody else an opportunity for a contract. Oh.
That is wonderful.
Awesome.
Attaboy.
In the glove it goes.
Nice
going, Dad. That was big league.
Three and two with 2 outs. All right.
Yep, who's going to get this contract? Oh.
9 pitch at bats so far. Well, not only is he okay, but he gets a contract here in a minute.
No, don't worry.
4 free tickets, a discount at the team store.
You and your son will be dressed up nicely in D-back gear.
Pitch number 10 comes home. All right, what an at-bat by Stephen Drew. Yeah, that brings Jim Riggleman out of the dugout.
He's going to make a pitching change. And on into the night we'll go.
When we come back, you hope that there are more contracts to give out. You hope certainly there is a rally. And we'll learn a little bit more about Paul. Good work. And there's a contract earned by that gentleman. He made a fine play. 4 free tickets. He and his son enjoying the ball game. He'll be back on us. Bring your glove to a ball game. Sean Burnett, the left-hander. Tough left-hander who locked down the ball game a couple of nights ago as he faces Ryan Church. Church born in Santa Barbara, California. Grew up in Lompoc, California. He was a Giants fan and a Will Clark fan out of the gates as a young man, and he takes strike 1. Adopted the Braves and Chipper Jones later, a couple of good guys to emulate.
Still keeping score.
Fouls that one off, 1-1 to count. He's getting all caught up there. No balls and 2 strikes to count. Outside from Burnett. Ryan's brother Matthew Church served our country in Iraq, an Army Ranger. Waves through that one. Burnett, though, has an easy chance. Boy, a tough call against that left-hander. That's my Riggleman. Went and got him. 7-2 the score. Right in your wheelhouse.
Oh, big Adam Dunn. Did we say he is a power hitter, Darren Sutton?
You did say that earlier.
Not once, just to show you it wasn't a fluke. Way, way out of here again. Big Adam Dunn. APS, proud sponsor of Diamondback Baseball, and Big Adam Dunn.
So Aaron Heilman goes to work. He's got Bernardina, Kennedy, and Zimmerman. First pitch, fly ball, trying to go the other way again. Church races over, slides, and comes up a little bit short as that one bounds over the wall, getting to know his new ballpark.
Church giving it all he's got, goes into the slide before he goes into the wall, and strike one it is.
Inside, 1-1 the count to Bernardina.
That's a good Heilman change up there. 1-2.
The 1-2. That one bounces in there. 2-2 the count. Aaron from Logansport, Indiana. Small town about 75 miles north of Indy, 60 miles south of South Bend. And he went to Notre Dame. He's pitched well lately. Popped up. Back of short, shallow left. Ryan Church is there to put it away. Aaron, when he was getting ready to make his college choices as a pitcher out of high school, wanted to go somewhere in Texas or California. Those calls didn't come. Notre Dame was interested, so that's where he went. That's a strike from Heilman. He was drafted out of high school by the Yankees in the 54th round, but went to Notre Dame. Led the nation in ERA as a freshman out of the bullpen. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count. Just missed. The 1-2. Right back to the mound. And in time for the out.
And the last chance, at least for tonight, to show Mark Reynolds that they care about him.
Now, this is his counterpart, too, a young man that played with him in college. Ryan Zimmerman. Breaking ball is away. Play with Reynolds at Virginia. The 1-0. Changeup up and in. 2-0 the count. 7 runs, 13 hits, no errors for the Nationals. 2 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Diamondbacks. The 2-0. 3-0 the count. Outside, ball 4. So now Big Adam Dunn again. Huge shift defensively. Didn't mean to. Swinging, rolling bunt. So that'll do it here. 9 innings for the Diamondbacks hurlers. 7-2. I'd like to go with someone else. So, here in the bottom of the 9th inning, don't go anywhere. The right-hander Clifford comes on. More after this. Last night on his birthday, he was hit in the helmet by Colin Ballister. It was very scary. There was a cut over his eye. Finally today, when a pitching change was made, with Dave Edwards by his side walking off the field, you could see the cut over his eye. We wondered if there would be any sort of evening of the score, settling of the score tonight. Retaliation is another way to put it. There just wasn't in the 9 innings the Diamondbacks pitchers had the opportunity to work on the mound. As a matter of fact, it was almost at one point silly the one time they worked inside, not with any intent, to Alberto Gonzalez. He took a major long stare out. That's actually Ian Desmond out at short right now, but Alberto Gonzalez took a long stare out to the mound as that breaking ball is up and in, which is somewhat silly, quite honestly. So we'll see.
Yeah, well, won't be tonight. We thought we might see something in Philadelphia earlier on the road trip. 4 Diamondbacks were hit. No Phillies were hit.
Tyler Clippard comes on. '53rd time this year. Opponents hitting just .218 against him. John Hester. Boy, we saw Hester a couple of days ago. We know what a huge season he had offensively. There's what he's done in the big leagues. Hit .370 in the minor leagues, .370 in AAA. Well, he finally really leaned on one. A huge homer at Citi Field. Use that big body, that big leverage. That time, though, he's blown away at 92 miles an hour. Barry Enright will work on the mound tomorrow as this series wraps up. Remember, there are 3 more games coming up next weekend. The series starts a week from this coming Friday. 3 in Washington, D.C. That Sunday game, Steven Strasburg is slated to pitch against the Arizona Diamondbacks. One 1-0 the count to Chris Young.
There's the big Aztec out of San Diego State.
We can't show him pitching in the game tomorrow because he's still on the disabled list, but we'll bring you some highlights of his simulated game during our telecast tomorrow. He's throwing a simulated game to take his final step back tomorrow here at the ballpark. I'm wondering if a whole bunch of his teammates are lining up to hit against him.
Probably not.
Line in the left field. It's a base hit for Chris Young. Here's Kelly Johnson. 0-1 the count.
Lewis Clippard gives you the glove, then his neck and head come at you, and then about 93 mile an hour fastball. Got a lot of funk to his delivery.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count.
Pretty slider there from Clippard.
Fastball is away. 1-2 the count. The 1-2 to Kelly. Hanging around. So we'll do it again. Clippard rearing back with some high octane stuff. There we go. Another happy, smiling fan. He didn't get it on the fly, so we'd love to give him a contract. Well, how about one more contract here in the 9th inning?
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Pitch is high, 2-2 the count. How about a couple more runs, maybe make it a ball game, and we will find a contract. Ground ball, might not have time because 4-6-3, that is the ball game. Well, the Washington Nationals come in tonight and just handcuff the Diamondbacks. Certainly outslug them as well, as they put 7 runs on the scoreboard. And Mark Reynolds, after having that helmet knocked off last night, there is no real settling of the score tonight as we say goodnight and headed on out to our postgame show. We'll share